So the military gave me a exam and they said, well, we're going to put you out on a medical. So I went to Walter Reed and was told that I could not be retained, and I was given a medical discharge at that time.
Where did your career take you at that point?
At that time, I said, well, I got to figure out what I'm going to do now. And because I was Vietnam era, there were a lot of benefits that were available to me. And I always wanted to be a carpenter. I loved carpentry, and I applied for the Veterans Readjustment Act. They sent me to school as an apprentice as a carpenter, and then I worked for the government as a carpenter there on Fort Dix and loved every minute of it. Then I ended up back to Atlanta, and I worked at the VA hospital here for 12 more years under federal service.
So the retraining program was a success.
It was a total success to get you back into being a civilian after serving a career in the military.
Somehow it eventually led you to Hospice Atlanta. Can you fill me in on that?
As it all comes around, my dad had pancreatic cancer in the mid 80s, and he became sick at home, and Hospice Atlanta was taking care of him there at home. I never knew what hospice was. I never knew what they did. And my mom explained to me what was going on, and I said, that's amazing. So the nurses and the doctor that came to take care of my dad, I said, God bless these people. I said, they really serve a purpose. It was just so amazing to watch the care and the concern, because it really doesn't do much good to have one without the other. And then my mom, about 10 years ago, she got sick. And once again, when the time came, Hospice Atlanta showed up to take care of her. It wasn't very long, it was about 10 days, but that was their job, to make sure that she was as comfortable as she could possibly be, considering. And after she passed away, I told a friend of mine about it, and he said, well, I volunteer with them. Would you like to volunteer? I said, oh, sure. And I started going with them to their camp and teaching kids how to fish. And I've managed to start bringing my dogs here, and the staff and the clients here at the hospice really look forward, and the dogs look forward to getting together.
How often do you come by and bring the dogs?
Probably 2 or 3 times a month. It brings a real smile to their faces. It may be temporary, but it's good to see.
Is there anything about your service here at Atlanta Hospice that you'd like to add?
As I said before, the people that are involved here at this facility, they're special people. I mean, they're put on earth for a special reason, and they like what they're doing, and they do it so well. It's great to be a part of that. Whatever little bit I contribute, it's a good contribution that I look forward to doing.